Hi everyone, Peter Lisyaga here. I hope you are doing great today. Happy Monday, everyone. And I thought I'd come on here right before I headed to Donato Karate Center. Actually, I got to change into my karate uniform and go teach at DKC. It's actually going to be our last martial arts classes for the year today. And we don't have classes tomorrow or Wednesday. And then, of course, our new classes of the year will start on Thursday. But anyway, I wanted to come on here just share with you a couple of things that I wrote in my journal. And I think that's going to be valuable for you guys. And so, three things on my list of many things that I'm going to do in the new year. And I think it's perfect for parents, kids, families, for everyone in our community. And I thought I'd share it with you guys. I'll take a couple of minutes to do that. But first, I wanted to share with you something about me that I learned a long time ago that was part of my character, and that is having this ability to have foresight. And foresight, I tell our students that foresight is just having the ability to see what is likely to happen if I continue doing certain things, what is likely to happen if I continue doing that. And so having the ability to look into the future, so to speak, and depending and see where my actions will take me to. And for example, I remember at 12 years old, I grew up in New York City. Some of you might know this. I grew up in New York City. I grew up in the Bronx. I grew up in the streets and very, violent environment. And survival, part of survival was to deal with the gangs of the streets. And I remember I became a member of a gang in the streets in the Bronx. I was a street gang member and I was a very nice kid. But at 12 years old, I decided to do something with our gang. And I remember in the course of doing, I'm not going to go into the details of that, but I remember in the course of doing this, as we were doing it, I remember visualizing myself, seeing myself in the future. And while we were doing it, saying to myself, gosh, if I keep doing this, I'm not going to last very long. I will not live through this, or I will end up in prison. And I remember at 12 years old saying to myself, this is not for me. Now, it took me a couple of years to get out of that environment, but I remember having the foresight and the ability to see what is likely to happen in my future if I continue to do what I was doing. So in that moment, I knew this was not for me. And so I set my mind to get out of that environment. So I had a target. I had no idea what to do, but I worked my way out of it. So I say all that because I want everyone to reflect on what you're doing. What are the choices you're making right now? The choices that you're making right now are either going to expand you, grow you, build you up, or it's going to contract you, shrink you, tear you down, and maybe lead to annihilation, or either to growth or not annihilation. I'll leave it at that. And I knew at 12 years old, and of course, it took me decades to continue to grow to where I am today, but I always knew that I needed to always grow and expand. And so, brings me to the first thing I want to share with you. In light of where you are right now, going into the new year, everyone is looking at what they're going to accomplish, what they accomplished in the previous year, like in 2019. What did I do? Hopefully, you're going to go back, reflect, and look at your highs and look at your lows. And then you're going to say, okay, now I'm going to take what I've learned from 2019 and go into 2020, which is what I do every year. And then I'll say, okay, let me pick up my goals. I know what I want to do. I know what I have envisioned for myself. And so let me set my goals for this year with respect to where I want to go and set my targets. So number one is setting your targets. And you want to set targets that are smart, that are measurable, that are achievable, that are, let's say, result oriented and are time based. So let me focus on the time based. For example, as a martial arts school, and many of you guys know I teach at Donato Karate Center. Of course, you want to find out more about DKC, just go to information right below, donatokarate.com, or give me a call at 856-235-0414. But we have a new special program for parents that want to sign up, and it's time based. And of course, they come in, they check us out, they like us, and they say, you know what, my goal is this. This is what I see for my child. I believe martial arts might be something that would help us reach our goal. They meet with me. The parents and I agree, wow, the martial arts will be great for your child. Let's try it out, and let's go ahead and give it a time-based goal, a SMART goal that's time-based. 4 weeks. So we have that special 4 weeks for $49. Someone signs in so that they have a short goal, but long enough to know to see if it'll work. So that's the goal. So set your target, set something that's time-based when you come into the new year. It could be fitness. It could be, it could be whatever it is, but set a target and you work toward that target. And you just every day you get up, you're working closer toward that target, measuring it and not taking your eyes off of what you need to accomplish. Okay, so that's the number one. Set your target. Okay, and number two, I'll show you my number two. Number two is basically choosing key people that you are going to connect with. And this is a big thing that I'm doing. Not only do I set my targets, I have targets that are 4 weeks, that are 3 months, that are 1 year, that takes me to the end of 2020, that prepares me for 2021. But I also choose people, key people in my life that I am going to connect with in a deeper way. There are people that I've connected with a couple of years ago that I'm still connected with now. And there are people that I connected with in 2019 that I'm going to continue to connect with in 2020. And there are other people that I'll look for to add to my list of people that I will connect to. Now, these are people that could be coaches, they could be teachers, they could be mentors, instructors, friends or family members that support and encourage you, inspire you. These are key people that I will choose to connect with in a very meaningful way on various levels. Some are going to be in person, some are going to be virtual, some are going to be through texting, through messaging. And it doesn't matter. These are key people that are going to help me to maintain my focus on what I want to accomplish so that I can expand. So that's number two. Okay, number two of the things you can do this year. Number three is choosing key activities. Key activities, things that activities that will empower you. And so you want to look at what you're doing, and you have to ask yourself, what you're doing? Is this going to expand me? Is this going to contract me? What am I doing? Am I doing nothing? And so if I do nothing, then that definitely will not expand me. Now, if you're doing something and you ask yourself, okay, I'm going to the gym, that will definitely build me up if I continue to hit my target and hit my goals and go consistently. I have the right people around me, a coach, a mentor, a teacher, an instructor that's there is supporting me, encouraging me, and giving me tips and guiding me. That's going to help you. So you want to choose activity that's going to encourage you, like in martial arts. Martial arts, again, because I'm a martial artist, I can't help be a bias because I've been doing it for almost 50 years now and teaching over 20 years. And so I cannot help be biased. An instructor on the floor teaching the student, is so powerful. They empower you, they encourage you. Of course, an instructor that's trained and has the heart and the training to do what they have desired to do, which is pass on the knowledge and of personal empowerment through martial arts, which is what I do. And so these are key activities with key people with set targets. So those are the three things. Okay, number one is set your targets. Okay, you want to set targets, know where you want to go. You get 4 weeks, 3 months, time-based targets. Make sure it's SMART. You know what it is. It's got to be specific, measurable, achievable, reasonable, and then time-based. And then, of course, number two, you want to make sure you surround yourself with key people. Connect with key people that will encourage, inspire, and motivate you. And then third, key activities. Choose key activities that will expand you. And you have 24 hours in a day, X amount of time you're going to work, sleep, and other personal things you'll be doing. But then you have time in your day that you have available to you that you can use to empower you, empower your children, expand you, and expand your children. So those are my three things of many things that I'll be doing for the new year. And I think these are great for parents, kids, and families. Okay, guys. So again, if you need to get a hold of me, you can use the information right below. Other than that, guys, I'll see you guys on the training floor. If you're students, yes, we have classes today, last day of training for 2019 today. Come in today. Even if you're not scheduled to come in, if you're in town and your parents and you're able to come and train today, I can't wait to train today to have the last class for 2019. We'll take some selfies, have some fun. Okay. Also, if you're not a student, connect with me. Go to donatokarate.com, find out about our program there, or just call me 8856 235-0414. We have a special going on, 4 weeks for $49. We'll first give you a free private lesson, but contact me today or even tomorrow. Contact me and we'll schedule time for you before the end of the year. You got 2 days. Okay. Anyway, have a great day. Talk to you guys soon. Take care.